Okay, folks, back in Parrott, Georgia, again today. Had a little something intriguing happen on the video I did 2 days ago while I was here. We ran up on some buzzards at the cemetery. I felt like that was very unusual. And matter of fact, I see a buzzard flying over in that direction now. So anyway, coming back today, brought my chauffeur with me again. So we're going to do a little bit of a tour, and then we're going to ease up on the cemetery and see if there's something dead in the cemetery. So we're leaving Lucky's, the place we started at in the last video, coming up on Main Street in Parrott, Georgia. We're going to take a left right here. We'll take a left right here. Thank you. Going to drive down Main Street. Oh, we got some folks in town today. That's different. This is the scene of the main gunfight, bank robbery, in the Longriders movie, and they're supposedly in Northfield, Minnesota. Just to give you a quick little review, there's the bank that was robbed. I want to get the name of this street up here. You know, I kept saying that this is a railroad depot, and I believe that's what it is in actuality. So the street name is Main Street and Railroad. So I believe this was probably a railroad depot. A little bit of the store frontages, very old store frontages. So if you saw the last video, most of this stuff is going to be looking familiar to you. So we're easing up toward the cemetery now. We want to see what's going on with these buzzards. And they're there still. This is 2 days ago. We're back again today, and those buzzards are still hanging out on those water towers. Try to position this camera, get as much as I can the dashboard and the car out of it. There's this same little old church, Parrott Baptist Church. These homes here are very beautiful, old homes, beautiful homes. There's one built almost below the ground. That's a little different. This is not an older home here, the one coming up with the Christmas decorations on it. This is more of a modern day built home. Now here is the Parrott United Methodist Church, which is where I first noticed the buzzards. Now let's see if we can see the buzzards. Look at the water tower, and the buzzards are all over those water towers. That to me is very strange. Eerie, in a sense. We're going to ease on back down here to the cemetery. I'm going to do a little better walkthrough today, see if I can find what the heck it might be that's attracting these buzzards. Almost looks a little gothic. So we're going to pull over right up here, east to the entrance. and just do a little walkthrough. Okay. We're gonna try to solve the problem with the buzzards today. It may not solve the problem, at least we get an answer as to what's maybe why they're hanging out here. Here we go. I'm back. Doesn't look like they've gone anywhere. Now they were actually on the ground over in this direction the other day, day before yesterday. Guarantee you they're watching. They're watching. They're saying he's back. Right over in this, oh, there goes one. Hope y'all saw him. So that's where there were several on the ground the day before yesterday. So I'm gonna walk over that way. Now there they are on top of Mr. Tilley's mausoleum again. They're also perched on a couple of headstones right behind Mr. Tilley to the right. Lurking on the water towers. Still perched up in the trees. Now there they are moving around a little bit if you can see them. So let's go down here. See if we can see what's going on. Right in this area here on the left is where that one took off from. Right in here somewhere. I don't see anything unusual. Other than this is a low-lying area and water may actually accumulate. You can see that this slopes downhill. And right here, this one on this side, closest to me, is a low spot where water may actually puddle up right here. Now, I hate to think that something below the slab may be opened up and allowed that scent or whatever it is that might attract them. But that's been there since July 12th of 1967. Mr. Charles Theron Helton. So let's move on. But just looking at the landscape, that's the low-lying area where definitely water could puddle up. There's our audience, observing from afar, still stretching the wings. They're not doing much sunning because it's cooler today and overcast. I'm gonna move up here, look at them on Mr. Tilly. You'll see them take off in a minute. That's Mr. Tilly's mausoleum. I hate to disturb y'all, but we got a little investigation going on here. You're gonna have to get up in the tree. Get up in the tree. See, they begin to get a little restless now. Wondering who this character is. There they go. Now there was one more spot when I was here a couple days ago where they were hanging out on the top of this mausoleum, and also on a couple of headstones back here. There they are there, one of their trees. Now, if they come down toward me, I'm going to show you how to put the move on. They're pretty large birds, and I imagine they have some strength in their neck and beak. I don't want to deal with any of that. Now I'm noticing there's a flower that's turned over. That looks to me like it's been literally pecked apart. You see all the petals. This is where they were hanging out on top of the headstone. You can see all the remnants of feces, bird poop, on the slabs. So this is one of their hangouts. Very puzzling. They've got these flower components scattered all over the place. They've literally chewed this stuff up. Weird. Let's see. Mr. Simeon Phallus, December 4th, 2016. And Louise Benjamin Phallus, January 13, 2021. This seems to be the area of attention for them. But don't see anything dead in the cemetery. So we'll move on. Something's drawing them here. They're not just hanging out for the fun of it. So we leave the cemetery in Parrott, Georgia. No clear answers as to what's attracting these buzzards. Right now I've got most of them scattered or scared off. Some are still hanging out, but they'll be back. I can't figure it out. It's weird. See ya. So we concluded our tour of the cemetery in Parrott, Georgia today related to our buzzard investigation. And all I found was, and I pointed it out in the video, several places where they were basically ripping apart and tearing up flower arrangements that were on the grave. It doesn't make sense to me, since they're a carnivorous bird. Either way, we'll continue. Try to do a little research on these buzzards. Have a blessed day. God bless. Jesus Christ is Lord.